And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here as we start off the second half of the regular season here, the chase to the chase, if you will, with race 14 of Season 7 of the Snickers Cup Series. I'm Seth Cole, and we are here at Darlington Raceway, and I'm being joined here by a guy that there's actually a purpose of him being here. He is the co-owner of Cowtech Racing, who ended up having Audi go to victory lane in their debut race here last year. Anthony McCurry joining me in the booth. And Anthony, how's it feel coming back here knowing that your team made history at this track one season ago?
Uh, Dude, it's Darlington, the Lady in Black, however many names this track has. I mean, the fact that we debuted at this race and then we won this race, I mean, you just don't do that normally. I mean, that was I mean, all three of our cars had the Darlington stripe after the end of the race, but still it was it was just awesome and I'm glad to be back here at Darlington. This is going to be sweet. I'm just excited. This is going to be awesome. Let's see if we can do a repeat.
Well, if you take a look here, it's kind of interesting. Audi actually, I don't know if this is a track that they just seem to thrive at or what, because, I mean, obviously last year was just like a work in progress, just see what they can do in their debut. And obviously, Noah Hart in his Audi met the task. But here in the top four, we got Dougie Shears on the pole, but then we got an Audi in Anthony McCurry on the outside of the front row. Joshua Collard, our winner from Pukekohe a couple weeks ago, and then another Audi in James Silverfox. So apparently, Audis are finding a lot of speed here at Darlington, regardless of it being just a season apart.
It's the track. I'm telling you, there's something about Darlington that the Audis are just good at. Whether it's day, whether it's night, we can just get around the Audis can just get around the track. I'm not sure what it is, and I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna love it. So it's gonna be a great race regardless. I'm actually pulling for Dougie Shears because it's been a while since he's won a race, and Josh Collard's my best one of my best friends. So we're just gonna go out there and race, and we'll see what happens.
Well, not only do we have Audi starting up at the front in the running order of this race, but we got Audi up atop the point standings too. Well, not atop the point standings, but up near the top of the point standings. Ian Dutta, the rookie points leader, is the overall points leader, but only 3 points back is Noah Hart, the defending winner of this race. And then another rookie, Bob Jones, he is behind those two by 12 points. Those three have really been the three that have stepped up during the first half of the season. Are we going to see the battle continue between these three here in the second half of the regular season?
Almost definitely. I mean, Ian Dutta is like the breakout star of the NNSCRA Snickers Cup, and I'm actually I honestly am pulling for him to come out. He's my favorite to come out with the points lead still. Noah Hart, you're my teammate. You're my best man right now since you've won you've won two races and everyone else on our team has only not won anything. But like I'm still Ian Dutta is gonna be probably my favorite. Uh, Noah Hart, every one of the top three. This is going to be one of the closest battles, 4 points in this race, in my opinion. And what better track to do it but at Darlington? So this is going to be one. I'm said it 3 times now, but this is going to be one epic race.
It is indeed. Now, the
Okay.
one thing that we've seen here this entire race weekend, the Trucks and Mobile Cup Series events, is the fact that it's been basically down to pit strategy. We've seen a lot of long green flag runs here. I mean, we call this the track too tough to tame, but it hasn't really been the Darlington that brings about Wreckfest. So, how do you think these drivers are going to be able to plan out strategy to be on pit road at the right time, not get caught, get penalized? I mean, it's going to be really a whole big mental game of chess, I would think.
Oh yeah, the track is one of the variables because you're guaranteed to leave with a Darlington stripe at some point in your career, and what better place to do it but today at this race? No, the second thing is getting down onto the extremely difficult pit road entrance, and I believe that the speed limit here is like what 35 miles per hour.
I
So
believe so, yep.
so getting onto the backstretch, you're almost at like 170, I think, and then having to. I mean, that corner down there's turns three and four are already tough, but then you got to get off the track and you got to get down almost to the inside retaining wall, and that's where the pit entrance is. And it's slick down there because no one puts grip down there regularly, and it's just one heck of a pit road. So getting on the pit road is half the battle. Keeping 35 miles per hour is the second half of the battle, and then getting off pit road and get back on the track is the third half of the battle. So, or third part of the battle. So, Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how these drivers can do, but you know what? They've proven that they can do it before, so hopefully, I'm not asking for and getting off pit roads equally as easy. So it's going to be a fun race. I've said that like 5 times now. I'm just excited. Darlington's back. Got two Audis up in the top five. I'm ready to go.
All right, so let's get these cars rolling off then. And Anthony, any particular driver you're looking at in this field to maybe be the one to go to victory lane here?
Honestly, I'm looking at probably Dougie Shears and Josh Collard right there on that inside line, but I don't think that those are the only two I'm looking at. I think that back there, Trent Dunham in the 8th position probably has a good shot at winning this race. As everyone does. But Trent Dunham definitely is probably going to be one of my picks just because that he's had good luck at these kind of races before. And we'll see how Mr. Dunham does here driving the #1 Chevrolet.
Well, when I watched the Truck Series race, it seemed like whoever started up near the front was going to have a really good shot at it, and that ended up being the case. But in the Moblin Cup Series event, it ended up seeming like guys that were mid-pack were able to use some strategy. So I'm actually going to go with an Audi, but I'm going to go with Ralph Mason in the '87, basically for two reasons. One, he had a pretty good run in the Moblin Cup Series event, but two, Ralph is 11th in the point standings. He's got a chance to be able to get himself up inside the top 10 in the points. I think this could be an opportunity for him to be able to do something like that, especially with the fact that he's been able to have some pretty good success in the past few weeks, move himself up through the points, and also had a pretty decent run in the Moblin Cup Series All-Star race. So I think Audi could go to victory lane for the second straight year here at Darlington, but I think it may be Ralph Mason who will be able to do it starting in the mid-pack.
Of course, the race, and as we're about ready to hit the green flag.
So here they come. Dougie Shears trying to go to victory lane for the first time this season. Same for Anthony McCrory. Joshua Collard trying to go to victory lane for the second time this season. And then Silver Fox also trying to find victory lane. We are green here in the Mountain Dew Southern 500.
Green, 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 and the Dougie gets down on the inside. And it looks like the Collard's going to go right underneath the 61, and that's going to move Collard into second place. Here comes the 11 car down underneath them, and it looks like the inside line's going to have the advantage early on. That's Jacob Lawler in the 11. He's going to squeeze underneath the 61, and I'm pretty sure that will give the 11 car the third place position. Oh, never mind.
I've seen this weekend. It's interesting that it seems like if they can get it just right in turn 4, you see there Anthony slips up in turn 2, but out of turn 4, some of these drivers on the outside line, they've been able to get good runs as Dougie Shears got the wall and moved Joshua Collard to the lead just like that.
You know what? If they can get such a great run off turn 3, whoever's on the high line going to turn 3 could very well win this race.
Exactly, and I think there actually may be a car already on pit road. I think that might be Mary Cole. I think we're still green. We are.
Wow.
Yeah, Mary Cole's actually retired.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what happened there.
I wonder if NNSCRA didn't throw another caution for an incident.
I don't know. They've actually been good on throwing caution flags this weekend, even though most of the cautions have been single-car incidents, single-car spins, but they have been doing pretty well in throwing the caution. I wonder if it was some kind of maybe mechanical problem or something. Oh, she didn't even come to the green. They don't even have her scored as coming to the green.
Wow. So wow. That was a problem before the green even was thrown. So that might have been like a mechanical problem or something, and I doubt that's a start in park because she never started the race.
No, I agree with you. I don't know, but Jacob Lawler now, I mean, that's another Joe Gibbs car. I mean, if it was something mechanical, you got to wonder if now there's some doubts in the mind of Lawler and Schwallenberg and those other Toyotas as we're under our first caution now.
Yellow out, yeah, and Collard's going to be the leader.
Let's see if we can find out what's for. Whoa, boy!
Oh, wow, that was a big crash.
Levi McIntyre in the WrestleMania colors on his 17. Oh, my goodness, he runs to the back. That's Noah Hart, the defending race winner.
Oh, no.
And Bob Jones. That's two of the top 3 right there. Noah Hart and Bob Jones.
Oh, is that Dunham?
Yes, it is. Trent Dunham, Joshua Michaels.
There's my pick. Sorry about that, Dunham. I brought you bad luck again.
Sanford, that's 6th in points. Mason, my pick's involved, 11th in points.
This was mid-pack then.
Yeah, it was. Cody Lamas, 17th in points. He's involved. That's 2 of the Michael Waltrip racing cars.
Toyota's having bad luck. There's a lot of cars on pit road. Noah Hart, that's 2 of the 4 Audis out.
Saw also this Levi McIntyre machine. McIntyre, who had a good run back at Pukekohe, it's worked his way up to 31st in points. Was trying to work his way up into the top 30. And this
Wow.
was this was a pretty big incident. I don't know where it started. Oh, a couple of drivers making pit stops. Austin LaPlante's on pit road. Oh, looks like quite a few of the leaders actually decided to come down. Oh,
I
Jake
know.
Cole's got damage.
Oh no, that's not good.
James
My
Silverfox,
goodness, what
another of the Audis, got damage.
whatever this was definitely stretch the imagination.
That, I think, right there was the lone surviving Audi out of that incident, Anthony McCrory, because Silverfox, Mason, and Noah Hart all involved there. There's Galligan. I think he's just made a normal pit stop. Erickson, Matthews. Oh, man. All three of the Michael Waltrip cars were involved because Kyle Corbett's now missing a hood.
Oh no. There goes their. Well, I don't think their chance of winning's gone because if we have another incident like that, they could be right up in the hunt with a bunch of damaged cars. But right now, Michael Waltrip Racing going to victory lane's pretty slim.
James McLeod and Dylan Young making pit stops along with Sean Henley. This was a big wreck. We're going to have to look back and find out what happened. We're under the caution for the first time today here at Darlington. Well, the highest runner of the drivers involved was James Silverfox. Let's see what happens here.
This is
Oh, Dougie
Ooh,
got the wall and then Silverfox just ran him over.
man, he got that wall hard. Luckily, it was on the passenger side, but man, that was a hard lick into the outside wall.
And you
That
know
was
as
off the
well as
boot.
anybody, Anthony, when that car hits the wall, it scrubs off so much speed, it's almost like the car's dead stopped.
It's almost like he hit the brakes, and then right there. Oh, did the
Whoa,
27 come into him?
I think he did. I'm not certain
That
what Bob Jones was thinking, but
uh, did Bob Jones turn the 41?
it almost looked like it. I mean, Silver Fox gave the 27 plenty of room to get by on the high side. 27 took more real estate than was offered, though. Oh my goodness.
Dylan Young, Jessica Shelton, the 42.
Andrea
Who's
Erickson there. Her
Lily Erickson?
teammate,
There's
Trent Dunham
Toronto.
there. There's Ian Dutta just barely getting through. I think he got a little bit of
Oh,
damage. I don't know.
points leader got lucky. There's a James McLeod up there getting spun around. Everyone just gets spun around.
Yeah, but obviously they took more hard licks further up. We're going to have to see in a minute. We'll jump
Dude,
back here real quickly. Oh, yeah.
oh, look at everyone in there. There's a Henley. Uh, I see the Richard Johnson.
Yep,
There's
that
a
is Richard.
uh,
Yep.
is that Cody Lamas in the 48?
No, that's Austin LaPlante, the 48.
Oh,
15 is
Austin
Cody Lamas
40.
there. Oh, man, look at the hit from Corbett into Michaels on the left side.
Oh,
Just shot
hol-
the 82 into the air.
holy cow! That was a huge hit. There's a 24 down there, and the five's up against the wall.
I think
There's
Daniel
a
Day got through. I think Kyle Matthews got through. Cole
did
Daly
Poteet
got
get
through.
through?
Yeah, I
Did
think
Poteet
Poteet
get through?
got through too.
Wow, good job, Poteet.
He started right near the rear of the field too, I think. But I don't think this is where this all ends because we saw Noah Hart get a lot of damage, and we know that he and McLeod had gotten through on the inside. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so here's oh, I guess we could say the follow-up wreck. These guys got down underneath. Noah Hart's coming in full speed. He's gonna get into James McLeod and spin the 51 around. And then let's see what happens to Noah. Wow, Noah gets really loose there. As we lost Anthony for a
Alright.
second. Oh, okay, now he's back.
Yeah, I just lagged out. Now my screen share's gone.
Alright, we'll bring the screen share back in just a moment here. I'm just going to basically tell you what's going on here. Noah Hart actually, after he hit McLeod, he slid up and he got nailed by Charles Sanford.
Oh,
And
that's Sanford. I thought that was. I saw Charles Jackson on the inside trying to avoid it.
yeah, he got through it. Oh, and then Trent Dunham gets Noah Hart. And then I think Bob Jones gets Noah Hart. Noah Hart got hit by 3 or 4 different drivers.
Wow. Wow.
And then
That was a huge. That was a Daytona style big one.
that was a huge wreck. And that started. Oh, man. Then another hit from Levi McIntyre. Wheel hops the 47 into the air.
The hits just keep on coming.
They do. My goodness. We had at least 20 cars, I would say, involved in this one, stretching from turn 3. Well, actually, no, the incident actually started out of 2 and ended over in turn 4. So that was a long wreck. And a lot of drivers involved, a lot of favorites coming to this race, and two drivers from inside the top three in points, Noah Hart and Bob Jones. So this is going to maybe blow the point standings wide open.
Oh yeah, for Ian Dutta. If Ian Dutta can if he can stay out of trouble, then Ian Dutta's probably got this points lead wrapped up.
Well, Joshua Collard is the current leader at the moment. Let's jump back to the restart. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Now, a number of drivers decided to stay out. Some drivers, though, decided to come to pit road. And as I said before, we've been seeing pit strategy played out all weekend long. And this, again, could be drivers setting themselves up in case this thing goes clean and green all the way to the checkered flag.
I mean, like, pit strategy is a good thing to have, especially at a track like this where you don't necessarily want to be at the front the whole time. Well, then again, you probably do want to be at the front. But if you can set up your car in a way that you'll be up at the front when it really matters, then I think you're going to be golden for the finish of the race. Like about 10 laps to go, if you find yourself up at the front and you're good to go on fuel and tires, you're golden. So, yeah, pit strategy this early on in the race is definitely a good thing.
Well, the top 10 as we go back to green, these drivers did not come to pit road this time. Joshua Collard, he's the leader. Lawler is in second. William Duncan third. Danny Wells fourth. Dougie Shears fifth. Then it's Michael Norman, Jake Rogers, Drew Austin, John Citadino, and Dylan Schwallenberg. That is the top 10. Now, we know that Mary Cole had some engine problems, but her other two teammates were inside the top 10. And after that big wreck, these are the drivers that have officially retired from the race. James Silverfox, Trent Dunham, James McLeod, Ralph Mason, Bob Jones, Noah Hart, the defending race winner, will not be able to go for 2 seasons in a row. And Levi McIntyre also out of the race. Mary Cole will get credit for 42nd, not even taking the green flag. So a lot of drivers damaged, but a lot of drivers are actually able to continue on as we get ready to go back to green.
This is going to be one hectic restart as the green flag comes back out. Collard takes it, and Lawler's not too far behind.
Nope, William Duncan right there. And now here's a big question. One thing that we actually have not really encountered a lot this weekend have been lap traffic, slower cars. But we know that a lot of drivers were involved, have come off pit road with hoods missing and everything, and this isn't exactly a very big racetrack. If this thing goes into a long green flag run, these leaders up here could very well encounter those damaged machines.
Well, it's like the curse of the Darlington racetrack. I mean, like, all of a sudden you'll be all clean and fine up front, and then all of a sudden you'll have like 15 lap cars in front of you, so it's going to be really, really squirrely. Is back there, Lawler got really, really squirrely, had a ton, and I think he just got the wall.
I think he did too. Yes, he did get a piece of the wall. He's going to lose more positions. Looking here at Danny Wells in the third position. Now, he's fourth in points. He came into this race 21 points back out of the top position. Right now, out of the top 4, he is the highest running driver. And as we said, Bob Jones and Noah Hart, they're out of the race. They were second and third in points. Depending on where Ian Dutta is, Danny Wells, being up here at the front, could be in good shape.
Indeed he could, and underneath.
Oh, Collard!
Wow!
Yikes!
That was a big hit, and there goes the 99. I think the caution might be
Yes, it is. I saw the yellow lights as well. Caution's going to be out for the second time today. And William Duncan, for the first time today, is going to be the leader with Danny Wells right behind him. Let's see what brought out this caution. Oh, Jake Rogers, who was 6th last time by.
Oh, and it looks like we got a spinneroo in turn 4. Whoa, no, maybe not. Maybe was he the only one involved?
I think it was just a single car incident. I don't know.
Well, I thought the Jake Rogers was damaged before, but maybe not.
No, Jake actually was up in, I think he restarted in the 6th position. I don't think he was damaged.
Oh, right. Well, that...
Oh, wait a minute. There could be the culprit.
Ah, there he is.
Dylan Poteet's got damage, and we know that he had gotten through that first incident.
Wow. So, Poteet is probably wishing that hadn't happened, as pit stops are going to happen.
And I think nobody's going to stay out this time. Looks like everybody's going to come to pit road this time, regardless of whether they pitted back under that first caution or not.
Oh, there goes your pit strategy, children.
It's all level playing field again.
It doesn't exist anymore. The pit strategy never existed.
And I've been trying to figure out what the pit window is for these drivers. It seems like they're able to go about 20 laps on fuel. Some of them have stretched it to 22. So pitting here on lap 13, I don't know. They may have to stop one more time.
at this point, it's probably going to be a one-stop race. I see no way with how many laps we have left that they're going to be able to make it on one stop unless they like super save and run around the track at half throttle the whole time. And it looks like that Dally, wow,
Wow, he gave quite a run for his money there. Oh, Anthony!
whoa, where did from?
Wow.
I was looking at Dally. I was thinking Dally was going to make it out first. Well,
Well,
Collard made it
Collard
out
actually
first,
got
but
out first, but Anthony gets out second. So
Collard
Duncan's
must
going to
have,
lose 2 spots on pit road.
Collard take gas only?
I don't know.
I
I'm
mean, that
almost
was an awful
wondering if
fast.
maybe if he might have. I'm wondering if maybe McCurry might have done the same. Because remember, McCurry pitted back under that first caution, so he started near the rear of the field. I think the 43 and the 61 may have just gone with fuel only. I think you're right.
Fuel only, or maybe a tire stop for the 60. Because the 43 was out and like really far ahead of the field. So
Yeah, you
maybe a
might be right.
gas and go for Collard and a two tire for McCurry. But dear Lord, that was an interesting pit out.
That was. So Joshua Collard's going to be the leader again under the caution flag for our second restart, but we got to jump back and see what happened. Jake Rogers and Dylan Poteet, the two damaged race cars. Let's see what happened to them. Looking here at the Sharpie Chevrolet out of Twinix Racing of Dylan Poteet, and let's see what exactly happens to him.
Well,
It's
the caution
heading
was
in...
already out.
Oh, it was.
Oh,
So this
what's
must
the
have been a
45
follow-up
doing
wreck.
down there? What's the 45 doing down on the apron?
That's Harrison Langford. He
I
might
mean,
have
that
been...
is
Was he
that
slow?
is not the racing line. Uh-oh, uh-oh,
Oh, he just
uh-oh,
comes up
uh-oh.
into Poteet. What in the world was that?
It's into Schwallenberg, and then the 14 gets right into the back end.
Pichu London getting involved, and boy, I'm not really certain what Harrison Langford was thinking.
Could it be that the 22 of Jake Rogers and Harrison Langford got together earlier?
That's possible. Let's look. No, it wasn't that. And we lost Anthony again.
I'm back.
He's back.
I don't know what's going on, but anyway.
Well, I'm actually looking right now, Anthony. No, Harrison Langford did avoid the 22 of Jake Rogers, but he just drove it down onto the apron and then slid it back up the track. I'm not really certain what his point was there.
I have no idea. That was I can't see the screen. uh, I'm just gonna be here saying that there was a crash and it happened. And we're
It did happen, yes, but that's a tough break for Langford. I mean, obviously, he caused the wreck, but he's 13th in points, and I'm quite surprised he made a move like that. But we'll now go back and take a look at the Jake Rogers incident. So here's a look at what happened to Jake Rogers. Oh, it was
did Dougie
Dougie
hit the wall
again.
again? Oh, wow.
Drew Austin just barely getting through there. And there you see Langford. He got through. The 45 got through. He just drove it down to the apron heading into 3. But that's the second time that Dougie Shears has gotten the wall and someone has run into the back of him. It was Silver Fox last time. It's Rogers this time.
Wow, Drew Austin gets the I'll say good hands award of the race and probably for the rest of the season. Wow.
Wow.
Good job, buddy.
Tough break there though for Jake Rogers. Was 6th on that restart, and I think he's gonna be able to continue, but obviously he's gonna be way off the pace.
I don't think that Dougie Shear should be on the track anymore if his car keeps hitting the wall. He needs to get that fixed.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think he actually did make a pit stop there with everybody else, but we'll have to see where he comes out. As we're under the caution for the second time today, an incident out of turn 2 and then an incident in turn 3 puts us under the yellow. Let's head back now for the restart, because on replays, Anthony seems to drop out. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing here. Joshua Collard is the leader after that battle off pit road that we saw. Green flag will come back out on lap 16 of 37. And as you said, Anthony, they're probably going to have to make it on one more stop again. But everybody now is, in a way, on the same pit sequence, even though a couple drivers took possible fuel only and 2 tire stops up here at the front.
Indeed, I mean not Harrison. I'm still thinking about the 45, but Joshua Collard was in and out in like about it looked like that, but it might maybe been like a 6-second stop. So I'm assuming that he took fuel only. Now, the 61, however, I think may have taken 2 tires instead of 4, so maybe that's how he got out ahead of the 99. And Daly, I think maybe took even 2 tires because Daly was like towards the back of the pack, and now he's up in the fourth position, right behind William Duncan in the 99. And what about the 5 car? We didn't
Yeah.
see him
I,
up in the front, and now he's up. So I'm assuming he took a 2 tire stop as well. So a lot of 2 tire stops and a lot of 4 tire. It's shaking up the field. So we got a few drivers on 2 and a few drivers on 1. Well, one driver on 1 being probably the 43 of Joshua Collard. So this is going to be an interesting restart.
yes, it is, as we're going to be getting ready go back to green. Sixth place there is Danny Well, fourth in points, but I noticed back here, look at this. The points leader, Ian Dutta, is up to ninth place, and that car doesn't look like it has a mark on it. So right now, Ian Dutta taking advantage of the fact that Bob Jones and Noah Hart, the two drivers he was battling for the points lead coming into this race, have DNF'd.
Wow, that's a good momentum boost right there, knowing that you can just run your pace and don't have to worry about where the other drivers are. As Collard gets a good restart out of turn 2. McCurry and Duncan are right on the back bumper. Here comes the 61 on the inside to try and take the lead. Number 3 into turn 4. It looks like that the 61's going to have the advantage. Now, sometimes we've seen that outside line get a run, but it just didn't get a run this time.
No, not that time. But remember, Joshua Collard, we think it was a fuel only stop, so he may have not had the tire rubber and the grip to be able to use that outside line.
That is another. Comes Duncan to the inside of the 61. Duncan looks like he's going to take the lead. Wow. 61 got the wall
Yeah,
hard.
McCurry got the wall hard, and now Duncan's opened up a lot of real estate between himself and now the new second place car of Danny Wells. How about Michael Norman? Very quietly working his way up here. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Michael Norman was the driver that was trying to run down Noah Hart last season at Darlington, and so he's obviously got some good numbers at this track.
Indeed he does. Ooh, did Danny get the wall?
Yes, he did. A lot of drivers getting the wall. They're off of 2 today.
They're trying to get as much speed as they can off the high side, and they're just not gauging it right, and they just smack the wall.
Look who is up to third. The
Oh
points
my.
leader, Ian Dutta, is up in the third position now.
Just run his race at this point.
And that car has, I don't think, earned a Darlington stripe yet. He has been clean. Ooh, I almost jinxed him.
Wow, he almost did there.
Wow.
The Ian Dutta machine has been a one fast hombre today, so we shall see if he can possibly get away because he's within striking distance of the leaders. Michael Norman is also within striking distance of the leader. So this is turning out to be quite an interesting finish. But remember, guys, we still got one more pit stop potentially to make unless these drivers go into super fuel saving mode, which I don't think will be the case.
No, I doubt it.
They're racing, but it's definitely going to be one interesting run to the finish.
Here's Jacob Lawler in the 11. Now, interesting thing about him, during the mid-season point, during the NNSCRA 3-year anniversary Demolition Derby, Jacob Lawler was the winner of that event. He had a choice of either getting into a chase this season of his choice or having a Season 8 Snickers Cup Series ride. He chose the Season 8 Snickers Cup Series ride, as Norman gets the wall there, but Jacob Lawler actually is 16th in the point stands coming into this race, but again, we know that his teammate, Mary Cole, in the 18, did not even come to take the green, so right now, things looking good for the 11, but you got to think that dark cloud of doubt may still be there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, your teammate doesn't take the start, and now you're running up in the top 5. I mean, something could go catastrophically wrong. Oh, my goodness.
Michael nailed that wall that time.
He almost went down into his former teammate, Danny Wells. I don't actually think these two were actually official teammates, but wow, that was a hard lick into the outside wall.
And I'm surprised he's still actually up to speed because that was one of the harder hits that I've seen taken into that safer barrier all weekend. And he's still kind of rim riding there through that corner, getting close. Oh, I think someone else may have just gotten the wall. It was Duncan.
Oh, it was the leader.
The leader, Duncan, overdrove it. So Dutta is now the leader in the State Water Heaters Chevrolet. And the thing about I've seen about Ian Dutta is he hasn't really been overdriving the corner. He's been letting everybody else make the mistakes for him.
Indeed he has. He's been running his pace. He's running his race. It's been a perfect race so far as he gets close to the wall. Wow. That was almost catastrophic. Duncan, I think, got the wall just a little bit, but Ian Dutta is now in the lead, and if he can run this pace throughout the rest of the race, and if we don't get another caution, he can probably get down to for green flag pit stops, takes two tires, and he's out and down and away, and he could for this race.
Now, right behind him, Jacob Lawler there. And wait a minute, I thought I might have just seen. I did. Sean Henley, slower car up ahead.
Here comes Dutta. Whoa, wow, gets to the inside, just squeaking by, and now Henley's gonna hold up Lawler.
And Lawler did not get around the 25 as easily as the 66 did. And that's going to bring William Duncan to his back door. So this is going to be good for Dutta because for Dutta, we're going to have to make one more stop. He'd love to be able to have as much real estate between himself and Jacob Lawler instead of being engaged in maybe a battle off pit road for the win.
Indeed, that would be probably the preferable method of winning the race. But holy cow, here comes the 99. Here comes Danny Wells out of nowhere. This is a three-car fight for, I believe, the second position.
And look here, Michael Norman is suddenly catching up here too after he pounded the wall that time, lost a lot of ground. He's now up here in a four-way battle for second.
Make that a four-way battle for second. This is going to be one hairy situation if one of these drivers go three wide.
And we've seen this before this season. Drivers concentrate on battling for the runner-up spot, and the leader scampers away.
Well, I think once Henley slowed down the momentum of Jacob Lawler, that all the momentum went away from the second place driver. So maybe they're just, you know what, let's just fight for second, and if the 66 screws up, then we'll take advantage. I mean, he's been taking advantage of us. Let's take advantage of him as Duncan.
Wow, that car was wicked loose through that corner.
He held on to it. That was some great driving there as Lawler and everyone else goes underneath him.
And let's see, there's Ian Dutta. Let's see if anybody's ahead. Yes, he's going to encounter more drivers. Joshua Michaels up ahead there, and that car doesn't even have a hood, so we'll have to see if Ian Dutta's going to be able to get around him. Looks like he's going to encounter him in a good spot here on the back straightaway.
He's going to do what he did with Henley. He's just going to buy... Oh, there's two of them.
Cody Lamas in the 15.
So he gets by the 82, but what about Lamas?
Let's see what's going to happen here. Well, Lamas actually... He didn't really encounter him there in the turns. Dutta may be trying to figure out places to encounter them. Look at this. He's going to go underneath 15. I think he's picking his way through traffic purposely to encounter them on the straightaways rather than the turns. I think he purposely backed off to not go under the 15 heading into turn 3 that last time around.
Great strategy by your current points leader and race leader. That is a good piece of driving right there.
So Ian Dutta... Oh, but wait a minute. Someone else has been cutting traffic. Is Michael Norman, and drivers are making pit stops.
I thought I saw the 14 down there. Oh my goodness! Wow! I was seeing things. I thought that the leader was slow, but it was Lamas.
There's Pichu London on pit road. As you said, I was trying to find a driver to pinpoint, but you were able to pinpoint one for me.
Yeah, that was Pichu London that I saw. I saw the red and black hood.
And here comes Joshua Collard.
Collard, Dally.
Shelton, Andrea Erickson, Poteet.
Wow, these are a lot of damaged cars. Except for Collard, but...
Yeah, Collard and then Erickson, I think, are the two that basically weren't damaged. And Dally.
And Dally, yeah, and Dally.
So we're getting pit stops here with about between 5 to 7 laps to go, it looks like.
All right, so that's perfect. They won't have to make another stop.
And here comes the leader.
Here comes Dutta. He's got to get down on the pit road, the extremely hard pit road. Ooh, he did it.
Wow.
Ooh, he almost hit the wall, though.
That's cutting it a little close, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's just a tad bit. Just a tad. Here comes everyone else.
Danny Wells is in. Here comes William Duncan. I can only assume Michael Norman's back there because he hasn't passed by the leader on the track, so I'm assuming he's coming down as well. Jacob Lawler probably.
Right. Haven't seen McCurry in a while. Haven't seen well, other than the pit road, we hadn't seen the 43 of Collard in a while.
Now Dutta is going with right sides. Everybody else is too. I would have thought maybe somebody might go with fuel only, but it's right sides only, and Dutta's gone.
He's gone. There's Citadino behind him. There's the 83 who's gotten the wall like 50 million times. But if Dutta comes out the leader, he's got plenty of fuel. He's got 2 fresh tires. I think he's golden for the end. Citadino's one driver we didn't expect to see. Oh, there's Dally.
Cole Dally in the 88.
and
He
I
was
think he's going to take the lead.
he was 24th last time by. Where's Dutta? There's Dutta.
Oh, never mind. So
Dalley's got to get around John Cittadino first, it looks like.
I thought that Dally might have taken the lead.
Now, I think John Cittadino, I'm not certain, but I think he could be a lap machine. Oh, no, he's 16th. Oh, I
Okay, so
think
who's
they are
lead?
both
Oh,
actually
okay.
a lap down. Wait a minute, let's see. Yeah, Cittadino and Dalley are both a lap down, 16th and 17th. First two cars a lap down. As we lost Anthony for a minute, we're just going to pause for a quick second, folks.
I'm back.
Okay, but you don't have a screen.
I don't have a screen.
Okay, just 1 second, guys. Okay, we are back, and we have 3 laps to go here. Ian Dutta is the leader. Second place is, I believe, Michael Norman. No, Nick Barney. Where did Nick Barney come from?
Holy cow, we didn't see the 16 forever, and then all of a sudden he's up here in the second place position. He's got to cut his way through traffic. He's going to the outside of Dally. That's not the right line you want to take.
No, I don't think
But
so.
no, he's not going to make any position there, but you got to be careful because Lawler's right there. Here comes Lawler to take second.
And
had
he
a
will get it.
Huge head of steam.
He'll take second, Barney back to third, and I think, yeah, Michael Norman, well, he's actually being scored in 12th place. Wait a minute.
How many cars do we actually have on the lead? Oh, wow, we only
We only have 9 cars in the lead lap, according to what they're saying right now.
Holy cow.
Well, that certainly changed things.
Yes, it does.
And white flag is displayed for Ian Dutta, who has been dominating this race since he took it. My goodness, Ian Dutta is the points leader coming into this race. We said that 2 of the top 3 in points encountered troubles today. And Ian Dutta is going to pull away in the standings, no doubt, and it'll be his second win of the season. He could be locked up for a wild card spot if things go bad for the remainder of the season.
Absolutely. Out of turn 4, final straight, Ian Dutta wins the Mountain Dew Southern 500. Wow.
I don't think he wins it. I think he dominated it.
He dominates it. He's led the most laps out of anyone today. Holy cow.
And look at the right side of that car. Not one mark. I don't think he picked up a Darlington stripe at all.
That he played the perfect race. Perfect pit entries, perfect turns. He picked his way through traffic like a champ. I'm telling you, he's one of the favorites for the championship this season because he's proven that he can definitely pick races like a professional. And this is his second win of the season, so you know what? If things do go sour for him, he's probably got a lock-in wild card spot.
And look who's behind him. It kind of almost puts me in mind. Are we looking here at the John Cittadino of Season 5 here in Season 7 in Ian Dutta?
Oh, most definitely so. I mean, John Cittadino got that one season back on Season 5, I think it was, when he got, 6 wins?
Yep.
So, hey, Ian Dutta could be that guy this season.
Take a look at the top 10 for today's race. Ian Dutta with the win. Jacob Lawler, he could be inside the top 10 in points after a second place run today. Nick Barney, that's got to be the surprise for me because we did not talk about the 16 at all today. And all of a sudden, there he was after that final round of pit stops. He's going to finish the day in the 3rd position. Very impressive run for him.
Yeah, how about that 4th place guy, Sean Gallagher? We only talked about him once today. And that was when we were looking at the replay for the wreck and a couple times on pit road. And then 5th place, even though he smacked the wall like a bazillion times.
Got rear-ended by both James Silverfox and Jake Rogers.
Yeah, the 83 of Dougie Shears still got a top 5. And then Joshua Collard got 6th place. And how about Harrison Langford was involved in an incident and still finished 7th. Dylan Schwallenberg 8th. And then Pichu Lund. And even though we thought he was way back in the field, got a 9th, and then 10th, 1 lap down, if you could believe that, was John Cittadino.
Yeah, I mean, we only had 9 cars finish on the lead lap, and I think basically that can come down to that last green flag pit stop of how many drivers finished on the lead lap. And I'll tell you another thing, too. We were talking about earlier the possible problems for Joe Gibbs Racing with the fact that Mary Cole did not even come down and take the green. The other 2 drivers, 2nd place and 8th place. So apparently it was just in that 18 camp.
It must have been a faulty wiring or something wrong, or maybe Mary saw My Little Pony and had to go get it. I don't know.
But that's kind of creepy.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Oh man. But let's take a look and see where some of the other top runners in the standings finished. Cole Dally, 10th in points. He got a nice solid 12th place finish today. Let's see. Further down, Charles Jackson, the defending champ. He was 14th. Now, Danny Wells is going to finish in the 15th position. I believe Danny is going to be able to work his way possibly up to second in points, but obviously we know that Ian Dutta will still be the points leader. Megan Atkins,
Collectively.
great run for her in the 18th position as she came in 5th in points. See where everybody else finished. A lot of the top guns actually finished way down here. Andrea Erickson finished in 25th.
Yeah, a lot of people down here that do well in the standings didn't really get a great run today. Where did Poteet finish?
Poteet officially finishes a lap down the 29th place.
Okay, I was wondering because he was up towards the front a few times.
Yeah. Other drivers that are up inside the top 10 in points. Richard Johnson, 3 laps down in the 33rd position.
Wow.
Not sure what happened to him. And then drivers out of the race. A lot of these inside the top 10, just outside. Charles Sanford, Ralph Mason, Bob Jones, and Noah Hart, all DNFing from today's event.
And of course, Mary Cole never took the green flag, so she gets 42nd. So at least anyone running here today was guaranteed a position, not dead last, but
Yep.
still. Wow, that what a fun race, all the way from green to checkered. A nice long green flag run at the end of the race to close out the race, and your winner, Ian Dutta. My goodness, what a dominating performance here at Darlington.
Talk
He
about capitalizing on an opportunity.
Yeah, I know. He pulled off a Noah Hart sorta.
Yeah, in a way, you're right. I mean, Noah Hart pretty much dominated the Darlington race last year. Ian Dutta dominating the Darlington race this year, and I'll tell you, this young man may be poised to make himself a case. I can't say it this early on, but you'd have to assume that may have locked him up a spot in this season's chase.
Oh yeah, especially if he gets a third win, then I think that definitely seals
Yeah,
it
that would ice it.
right now. Yeah, that would ice it. I mean, that would just what, he's already in the chase. Let's just give him a reserve spot in the chase because he's right now. I think it's looking pretty good unless someone else gets 2 wins. If we get more than 2 drivers with 2 wins, say we got 3 drivers with 2 wins, and then he falls to third place in the standings between those 3 drivers, and he wouldn't make it. But if he got 3 wins this season, he's got plenty of time to do it too. So if he gets so definitely today was something he really needed to accomplish, and he did. So Ian Dutta, your points leader, wins the race and probably gets locked in the chase at this stage in the game. Wow.
Yeah,
What a
wow.
race.
All right, so hope you guys enjoyed this race as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. Also, be sure to subscribe to Anthony's channel. Link to his channel is in the description. I believe, Anthony, you've got a very important race coming up very soon on your channel.
Yeah, NCGMers 500
Yeah.
after being away for over a year. 5th annual race. It's going to be the 5th anniversary race, and we're starting a new tradition with the NCGMers 500 race weekend, which I think a lot of drivers are going to like because it gives more opportunity to get in to the race as opposed to just signing up for 42 drivers, and that's all we have. So definitely something else that's going to be happening that I'm not going to tell you guys right off because then it wouldn't, it would take away from the fun. But
It's a
uh,
secret.
it's a secret.
Don't
I'm just going to
tell.
say this though. I'm just going to say this. There's going to be 12 more. There's going to be 12 more chances to get into the 12 more chances and 20 laps to get into the NCGMers 500 for people that don't make it. So
Ooh.
yeah, 12 more chances and 20 laps. So figure that one out.
All right. So be sure to head over to Anthony's channel for all that stuff coming soon. And we hope that you enjoyed today's race. Here comes your official finisher results, overall point stands, and rookie points heading next week's race as we are going to be heading internationally to France for Champs-Élysées Raceway. Road course racing going to be coming next week.
I may have to pull off a Dylan Poteen and be that the one race that you and I commentated every season.
Yes, indeed.
Because I like Champs-Élysées.
Yeah, Champs-Élysées is a really good road course, and so we're heading back there this year. So hope you guys enjoyed this race weekend, and we will see you guys next time here on the Entry Sports Channel, offline racing at its best.